Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits. How did the little go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kick.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Set to kick off.
The Browns kicker, Cody Parkey, all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty technical. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Natson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. A first down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the about 26. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams, and that'll bring up second down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Packers.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Packers 3, Browns nothing.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Rolling to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it's 3rd down.
Kevin King there defensively.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
King there defensively.
Throwing, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's good.
Give him 32 on the play. Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Mayfield with it once more. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Shoot!
On 1st down, Rodgers. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 23 yards for the touchdown. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Browns take over.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. B.J. Goodson able to get him for a loss of about 3. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Makes the score.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns take over first.
The Browns drive about to get started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind.
And now look at him go. 30, 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 74 yards. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Browns 14. Packers 13.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Kevin King there defensively.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Browns take over first and
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
It's
a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the Browns' 23-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Packers have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Peoples-Jones returning. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over first
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
That's right, baby. It's
all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 49 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Extra point is...
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Myles Garrett. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Check 52. Sponge. Alert, alert.
Now Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Packers.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. M.J. Stewart, mainly known for his pass coverage, this time a sack.
And it's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Flushed out right.
17-yard line.
And his throw here's incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
For Rashard Higgins. Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. Here we go, D. And it's just me and you.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. That catch good for only a couple.
Alan Lazard.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Here's Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have moved out in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
21.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Peoples-Jones returning. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up
Mayfield.
2nd and 1.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Mayfield to throw it. Buying time to his left. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
At the 45-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From the red zone now, Mayfield steps away to his left. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
That's a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
To throw is Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Today's final score.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.